Hi friends, hope all of you are having a great day. Welcome to another episode of Kick Off Your Success. Recently I was traveling to Raipur from the great city of Calcutta. There was one lady who was sitting next to me in the aircraft, and we were just discussing. She was a medical science student, and she said that one of the most important thing which you can bring up in your next video is how to grow confidence. Now, what happens if you are low on confidence? What happens to you and what happens to society at large? Low confidence most of the time leads to failure. Low confidence is the most important factor by which a person feels. So let us understand what happens. Low confidence encourages wrong behavior. I am low on confidence to show off. I indulge into something else, and then that finally ends up into a wrong behavior. Low confidence in school leads to school dropouts. In colleges, it leads to college dropout. And in extreme cases, what happens? We see gun violences. And you'll see people who are into or who are involved into it, most of the cases have a history of low on confidence, and therefore they indulge into this kind of activities. In extreme circumstances, many times it leads to suicide. So ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand how to grow our confidence and how to help the society and people at large to help them grow their confidence. Now, what is confidence? Confidence is self-belief, a belief in oneself, a trust. So, when you see people across, there are some people who say that no matter whatever the issue, I'll be able to do this. No matter what are the circumstances, I'll be able to accomplish this. These kind of sentences come from people who are self-confident. Now let us try and break down the different aspects of confidence or self-confidence. It has something to do with oneself and outside. So what are the things which you think of a confidence which is oneself? Oneself means self-belief, simple. Trust on your abilities. These are something to do with your own self. And when we say others has two parts to it. One is internal, one is external. So what is internal? Besides your self-belief, when you go for it, you have your own homework done, your preparedness, your kind of understanding what is the interactions going to be, and therefore preparing. These are all internal to you. And what are the external stuff? External stuff is when you understand who's your audience, how many people you're going to interact, what is the circumstances going to be, what is the expected body language. These are some of the things which comes under external. So knowing all this, knowing about yourself, knowing the others as in internal and external, makes a person more confident. Now, when we were discussing confidence and self-confidence, it's very critical to understand that's very closely related to growth mindset. In one of my videos, I have discussed about incremental learning, which is learning every day, continuously. So when you have this as a habit that you are learning continuously, every day you have a growth mindset. Automatically what happens is that your knowledge level improves and slowly you start gaining confidence. You become self-confident. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember that self-confidence is very, very closely linked with your growth mindset. A regular improvement on one's own self also leads to self-confidence. All this while, we were discussing what is self-confidence and what if, there is no confidence and so on and so forth. Now, the most important aspect of this is how do we grow this self-confidence? First, analyze yourself. Know yourself. analyze your strengths and weaknesses. Knowledge of your strength always gives you self-confidence. At the same time, knowledge of your weakness, if you know that this is my weakness and I need to work on my weakness later, but for the time being, I may have a problem because of this weakness, itself gives you a lot of confidence. So first thing, analyze yourself. Do a strength and weakness analysis. After doing it, work on your strengths and try to overcome the weaknesses when you are interacting. Initially you may not be, but knowing it helps understand and build self-confidence. Number 2, homework. I don't need to explain this. Whenever you are going for some interaction, homework is one of the most important things. I can give you an example. A salesman, when goes to sale, he has to have the knowledge of the customer. When he does his own homework, whether knowing it from LinkedIn or some other social media platform, that the person is this kind of person, interacting or discussing with him becomes easier because he is confident, he becomes self-confident. So these kind of things, these kind of homeworks are quite essential in building your self-confidence. Number 3, practice. When you are in discussion with someone, before that, practice is a part of homework. So as I said earlier, when you are doing your homework, practice, anticipate that these are the things which may come in the discussions. These are the things which I may face when I'm going to the school for the first time, or these are things which I may face when I'm going to the college for the first time. And prepare yourself, practice. This also will help in improving self-confidence. Positive self-talk. The 4th one. When you understand that you're going there and this is the kind of environment which you are going to face, start your talk to yourself positively. I can do it. I have done it earlier. Think of the positive examples which you have in your life. These are the things, this is the way I'm going to do. I'm sure I am going to succeed in this kind of discussion. Nothing can be better than positive self-talk. The 5th one. I'm sure you understand that nobody in this world is perfect. Everyone will have their own lacunae, own weaknesses. So, some or other time, everyone will have their own failures. So, accept failures. The moment you accept failures, you will be understanding and you'll start learning from these failures. Learning from these failures are going to be key to improving your interaction next time and thereby building your self-confidence. So, learn from your mistakes and build great confidence. You'll be able to recall that the last time when you interacted, these were certain things where I failed and hence these are my additional homeworks and therefore I am better prepared and I am more confident. Number 6, start small. Start your improvements. Last time this is what has happened and this time you are much better prepared and therefore you perform much better and you are more confident. Come back, celebrate. So start small and then celebrate your achievement. Okay, this time I was much better. My confidence level was higher. So start small and celebrate your achievements. Number 7 is ask for feedback. Interact, do a self-assessment, and then ask for feedback with people who are with you. When you get a third person's view, you work on that and you become more confident next time. So, asking for feedback and working on it is going to be another critical aspect or another critical factor in boosting self-confidence. The 8th one is work on your body language. Simple tricks like when you speak, look at the eyes. When you're shaking your hands, ensure that your hands are beaming with force, and that comes from the self-confidence. So body language, in all your body language, the self-confidence should be reflective. With these kind of practices, with these 8 practices, I'm sure you'll be able to boost up your self-confidence, or you'll be able to grow your confidence. Before I end this video, I would like to send or give you a bit of a caution. Many times, self-confidence and arrogance is looked upon through the same lens. It's a very fine balance when you are, self-confidence and overconfidence. Overconfidence again leads to damage, and unnecessary idea of having more knowledge is something called arrogance. So while you should grow your confidence, you should improve your self-confidence, remember to be not overconfident. Remember to be not on the arrogant side. I'm sure you'll be able to grow your confidence, and you'll do much better when you understand the difference between self-confidence, overconfidence, and things which leads to arrogance. Thank you. I'm sure you will be able to grow your confidence and take it to the next level. Thank you. Thank you once again.